Here. All right, Pittsburgh Improv. Are we ready for our headliner for this evening? We can get a little better than that. Come on, Pittsburgh. Are we ready for our headliner for this evening? Make some noise. All right, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome your headliner, Mr. Owen Benjamin.
Thank you very much. Give yourselves a round of applause for coming out tonight. I appreciate it. It's like 9 degrees. With the wind chill, it's like negative 20 or something. I always think it's weird that the weather people know what it feels like. Like it's 9, but it feels like 4. It's like, who's deciding this? It's like some dude that's just really attuned to the weather. It's like, Gary, get outside. He gets outside. It's like, well, it says it's 9, but how do you feel, Gary? Like, I feel 4. Oh, there's a wind. Now I feel negative 40. And you're like, that's it, folks. It feels way different out there. Like, how do you know what something feels like? Anyway, Pittsburgh's awesome. This is one of my favorite cities in the country. I love Pittsburgh. You guys are so good to us when we're on Sullivan and Son. And such a great city. A lot of pride, a lot of aggression. Like there's this street, I don't know the name of it, but it's on the river. And there's a 45 mile an hour zone, and I was driving it today, and I was going 60. And people were like, "You fucking faggot!" I swear to God, people were honking and shit. I was going 15 miles over the speed limit, and people were losing their minds. They're like mad at me. They're like, "Dude, that dump truck's going 90, bro." I'm like, all right, I'll turn up the heat a little bit. Turn up the heat. I got up there. Yeah, because a lot of your merging, like the merging streets, there's like a stop sign. Like you got to go from like 0 to 60, like in a Hyundai. Like I'm seeing these Hyundais. And I'm like, that dude's gonna need like a mile and a half to get up to the speed. And road rage makes me laugh, because we're all guilty of it. We all have a dark underbelly. I was at a red light recently, the light turned green, the guy behind me honked for me to go. Immediately, it was just, I was like, no, you don't talk to me like that. So I assessed the situation, you know, what I had, what he wanted. So I did what any comedian would do that only has to work 2 hours a night. I put the car in park. I'm like, now you don't go, my man. And I'm looking in the rear view and he's freaking out. I'm sitting at a green light. You know, he's like, and I'm like, yeah, dance for me. Let me see you in pain. And I loved it. I felt great. I felt like people deserve repercussions for their actions, you know? And then later I felt bad. I felt guilty because I was in a parking garage and I was behind a car and the arm thing went up and I was like, "Meh." And the dude was like, "Yeah, I saw that the arm went up." I was like, I didn't mean it like that. And then I realized the whole problem. There's only one horn. And then I thought back to the gentleman that I messed with earlier. I'm like, maybe he was trying to be helpful like I was just trying to be helpful. And then I realized we need more horns. We need horns to express different emotions. Like, we need a helpful horn that's like, "Mrr." There's a lot of misinterpretation out there. Like, imagine if you're at a red light, the light turns green, you just hear, "Mrr," then you get your thank you horn, "Me, Mom," and go in peace. Then there should be another horn that says, "I'm not honking at you, it's the dude in front of you I have a situation with." Because people get caught in the crossfire. You know, you're like, "Man," someone's like, "What?" I'm like, "No, we're bros. Maria, it's that guy. It's a yield sign." You don't have to stop at yield signs. The yield sign is like the stop sign stoner brother that never got his life together. You know, stop sign's like military, powerful. Stop. Like, you command respect, I will stop. You go to a yield sign, you're like, do I stop? He's like, just like slow down a little bit. Just keep your head on a swivel, bro. I love drinking. I love that Pittsburgh drinks. You guys drinking tonight? Make some noise if you're drinking tonight. Yeah. I was at the DVE Christmas party last night. Give it up for WDVE in the morning. Randy Crawford. And someone said something really funny to me. I'm sure this has been said a lot. I don't think that this was this dude's quote, but he said that Pittsburgh's a drinking city with a football problem. I think that's fucking hilarious. But I love drinking because when I drink, things go well. You know, I get happy. You know, it's always good. Some of my buddies, not the case. You know, I have buddies that they're like, I don't drink anymore. I'm like, that's smart. I know you. That's a good move that you stop drinking. Good move. And because some people, they drink and shit goes, it just nosedives. Like one of my buddies called me, he's like, yo man, I blacked out last night and I made some mistakes. I was like, what happened, bro? He goes, apparently. He was already skeptical. He's like, I guess I broke all my neighbor's Christmas decorations. I'm like, why'd you do that? He's like, I don't know, maybe because Frosty can sing his song and dance around and everyone's impressed by his magic hat. I can sing and dance, you know, and have eyes made out of coal. Why does he think he's better than me? I'm like, maybe you shouldn't drink anymore. He's like, maybe you should mind your own business. Why do you even care? I go, because I'm your neighbor and I like my Christmas decorations. Like, I'm the opposite. I'll black out. The next day I'll wake up. My buddies are like, do you remember what you did last night? I'm like, what did I do? They're like, you built a church for the kids. I'm like more kind wasted. Sometimes I say the wrong shit though. Like I have good intentions, but it comes out all wrong. Like one time I was out and this little meathead dude, prick, was yelling at his chick. And she was like the type that looks like she just like takes it and you feel bad. You're like, someone's got to stand up for this chick. You know, and he's like, you're a stupid bitch. And I'm like, okay, maybe she is, I don't know. And I'm like, and then he's like, you're a bitch. You fuck. And he starts screaming at her in public. And I'm like, I'm going to kill this little bastard, you know? So I just go over and I go, hey, bro, you don't talk to that fucking bitch like that. And they both just looked at me confused. Like, the chick was like, thanks? Because I called her a bitch in protecting her, because I didn't know her name and I was hammered. So I just repeated what I just heard. And then they started laughing at me and they made up. So I've been charging them for marriage counseling ever since. I got to get a drink for somebody. Is there Nicole in the crowd? Where's Nicole at? 21st birthday? Nicole and Trevor? Is that second show? So, Nicole? Yeah, your mom tweeted me that you were coming. I don't know Nicole, but her mom's very nice. I'm going to buy you around. What do you want to drink? What's that? Nothing? You breaking Frosty's face again? I'm just kidding. You don't drink? What about Trevor? You want to drink, bro? You know what? Fuck both of you. Does anyone want to do a shot with me? That guy, let's do it. Do you like vodka? Happy birthday, though, for real. But it's just, you know, when you're drinking the... Yeah, no, happy birthday. I'll get you, like, some food or something. Would you like food? Yeah, but I got to go with the animal in the front row here. I want someone who loves it. Can I grab 2 shots of vodka for me and my new best friend? You like vodka? I love it. Thanks for coming out. So that's why I have 3 dogs, because Sarah McLachlan knows when I'm hammered. And I love dogs, because dogs remind you how great life is, you know? Like humans are too smart for our own good. We overthink our lives, get angry. Like we have it pretty good, you know? go on social media these days. Like, it's like the world's longest suicide note. Like, everyone's spiraling. I can't even believe this is the world we live in. I'm like, just go outside, dude. Drink more, exactly. And it's like, and dogs get it. Because dogs are smart enough to know they exist, but they're dumb enough to be happy, you know? Like, I'll be depressed in my bed. I'm like, I don't feel like getting out of bed. It's 9. It feels like 4. To me, it feels like 2. You know, I'm like, I'm just gonna stay here all day. And I open my eyes, and my dog's like, I can't believe we're still alive! And I'm like, what are you doing, man? He's like, I've been staring at you for hours and hours. I'm so glad you're with me now, man. I'm like, why are you so excited? He goes, I closed my eyes last night. I thought I disappeared. Guess what? I'm back, and so's my best friend. What are we gonna do today? Right? Cheers. What's your name, bud? Dan. Dan the man. Cheers. Where'd you get those? Those are pretty badass. It's a good thing I ate like an eighth of mushrooms before going on stage tonight, because that... Are you on mushrooms right now? It's not a social drug. That's like a once a year, like, go in the forest drug. It's not like a... Oh, just have some mushrooms and go to Dave & Buster's and just hang out. You came from Dave & Buster's? What's your favorite game to play over there? How great is Dave & Buster's? I love that Dave & Buster probably were kids one day, and there was like some dickhead teacher. It was like, oh, Dave & Buster just want to play games all day. And then they came back, they threw a fucking $1 billion at the bitch's feet. And they're like, yeah, Dave & Buster like to play games. Just like Ben and Jerry. You know, they just like ice cream. Get a job, Ben. Yeah, they did. They're billionaires. Because they like ice cream. Everyone could shut the fuck up about it. What was I talking about? Dogs? Oh, yeah. So he's like, what are we going to do today? And his tail starts, and I call it anticipation wagging, because it's not a full wag because he has been lied to in the past. Like, he's skeptical, but he's hopeful. So he's like, say it. I'm like, what? He's like, say it. I'm like, outside. He's like, ah! Like, I don't know what I would have to experience to feel that amount of joy. Like, I would have had to have just come from like a massive mushrooms bender from Dave & Buster's. You know, my dead relatives are all back from the dead, and they're like, I love you, Owen. I'm like, I love you too. It's so good to see you guys. And all my enemies are just watching me bang their wives. Like the bullies when I was a child. They used to make fun of me for playing the piano and being fat. Like, now I'm just fucking their wives. And I also am doing blow. And, you know, the Steelers win. I'm 50-yard line. Like, in the middle, fucking yellow towel. You know, and I just punched some dude in the face. And what else would be great? I don't even know. Yeah, but the lottery, they've proven that money actually makes you kind of sad. You ever watch those documentaries about money? Like, you don't need more money, you need to buy less shit. That's just a fact. You know, we all secretly know it, but we don't want to admit it. It's like, and some of my richest friends work more than anybody. It's weird. It's like a Ponzi scheme, like an emotional Ponzi scheme. You know, I have friends worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and they're just working all the time. And I'm not worth nearly that. And I'm just hanging, having fun, and they're like stressed out. And I'm like, why are you doing this? They're like, because I want my life to matter, bro. I want a legacy. I'm like, legacy, huh? I'm like, Julius Caesar took over the entire world with a sword. What did he get? A salad. His legacy is lettuce and croutons. So good luck with your fucking hedge fund. No one gives a fuck. So anyway, we go outside, me and the 3 dogs, and they just love being out there. You know, they're like, it's 9, but it feels like 50. You know, and they're out there, they're proud. They're like, we're the outside guys. You know, and I live in the mountains too, so there's no one even looking at them. But they're like, it's as if they're like in a parade. They're like, everyone sees us. There's I'm in the Adirondack Mountains. You know, there's nothing there. But then they see another dog and they flip out. They can't believe that there's another one of them. Like humans over-divide. We over-divide. We find the littlest category and divide. You know, we're all like human. Like the fact we're all experiencing this together is amazing. Like imagine if you'd never seen another human and you're like, dude, thumbs, prefrontal cortex, high fives, Dave and Buster's, fuck! Like it's amazing that we have this together. But we don't act like that. And everybody in this crowd is guilty of this shit. When you see other people, sometimes it bums you out. Like you're on an elevator, the door's closing, someone's coming, you're like, close, close, close. A dog would never do that. It'd be like, open, open. Because my dogs will they'll strangle themselves to meet another dog. They're just like, I'm like, what are you doing? They're like, there's another dog. I'm like, it doesn't look anything like you. And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's a dog, I'm a dog. Let's go over there and see what's going on. So we go over there, and my dogs are like, yeah, and the other dog's like, dude, I'm a dog too. This is insane, right? And then there's like this weird standoff for a second, and then finally one of them is like, so, would any of you boys want to smell my penis? And they're like, we thought you'd never ask. And it's not even vulgar or sexual. It's almost like watching someone enjoy fine wine. Like that's how they smell each other. They're like, they clean the palate. And they're getting knowledge. It's like reading a book. Like, and then they have like a different level of respect. They like, at that point, they've checked the ID. They're like, I know you, bro. I know where you've been. I know your real estate choices. Like, you've made some pretty good buys around town. You got that maple tree, you got the 2 posts, you got the bush in my yard. We'll talk about that later. Would you like to give my wiener a smell? And he's like, yes. And I'm just watching this. I was previously depressed like an hour before, and I'm inspired. I'm like, humans need to be more like this. And that's why I'm facing a lot of legal problems right now. I like to entertain myself. Why not? I like to go into Walgreens. The dude's working there. I'm like, excuse me, what aisle are the pedophiles? And they're like, what? I'm like, I'm sorry, did I say it wrong? What aisle are the pedophiles? And they're like, I'm like, do you want me to say it out loud? Do you want me to be vulnerable? Fine, I have disgustingly long toenails, okay? And I need to find the pedophiles. I've been looking around your damn drugstore for hours. I don't know how you guys categorize your aisles. It seems like a bunch of gibberish to me, man. Just tell me where the pedophiles are at. And he like starts to smile a little, but he still thinks he's better than me though. He's like, they're not called that. I'm like, oh really? He's like, yeah. I'm like, what would it be called if I paid someone else to do it for me? He's like, a pedicure. I'm like, but what is it though? He's like, a file. I'm like, and if you stare long enough, eventually he will know that a toenail clipper should be called a pedophile. Like, logically, that's what it is. It's a pedophile. And finally, he'll be like, they're in aisle 2. And I'm like, thank you, man, but I'm gonna need a complete sentence. What exactly are in aisle 2? He's like, the pedophiles are in aisle 2. And then I leave because I don't need a pedophile. I have great toenails. But my dream is that there's some weird dude in aisle 2 that thinks he's like been had. Like he hears the whole conversation. He's like, what the fuck? And then he runs out of Walgreens. It's never happened, but I think that'd be amazing. Thanks. That's very nice of you, Dan the man. I like to go into Starbucks. This one's a little more innocent. It's a little less high stakes. I like to go into Starbucks and be like, excuse me, I'll take a large coffee. And they're like, what's your name? I'm like, Penise. But you can't smile because then they won't do it. You have to look like it's real. Like, look intense. Not threatening, but like you just took 100 milligrams of Adderall. Be like, my name's Penise. And if you stare long enough, eventually the dude will be like, how do you spell that, Penise? And that's when you smile and go, you know how to spell it. Because that smile says you know what I'm doing now, but you're too far down the rabbit hole to turn back. Now, right on the cup, spell it properly. And they do, they always do. It's human nature. People pass their problems downstream. That guy just has to write it. The next guy has to say it out loud. And they have no communication. They don't know what's happening. And that turn is amazing. You know, he's like, yeah, I got And I'm like, say it. This is a good time. I hate bumper stickers. I hate them. Some of them are good. The funny ones are good. Or just like what you like. I like fishing. I'd rather be fishing. I'm like, nice. It's the ones that are like intense and they don't let you say anything back. That's why I hate bumper stickers. Because you can't put one on the front of your car as a rebuttal. Like someone says some crazy shit and then you point to your shit. Like proves him wrong. No, they just are mic dropping. And some people have like 80 bumper stickers. That's like a sign of mental illness, you know? But the ones I hate the most are the pretentious ones. The ones that are like, war is not the answer. I'm like, then what's the answer? And usually the little Prius scurries into a Whole Foods before he can tell me the fact that he solved war. You know, I've been to the Middle East. I've done USO tours. Like, I've seen, you know, give it up for the American military, by the way. Like, war is crazy, and I'm so thankful that there are people brave enough to do what I am too much of a pussy to do, you know? But this little fucker thinks that he can just be like, hey, man, I got an idea for you. Peace. And I call these people indoor cats. Because they're not bad people. I lived in LA for 12 years. They mean well. But they're indoor cats, and then they get mad at you because you're an outdoor cat. They're like, why are you being so aggressive? It's like, because I had to hunt for my mice. You have a fucking saucer of milk. You know, don't get mad at me because I'm a little scruffy. You know? And the indoor cat. Like in LA, I remember one of my friends asked me to do a skin cancer awareness walk. I was like, outside? Let me explain something really quick. That's how you get skin cancer? All good. I did it. I mean, I did the walk, but I thought it was really stupid. Because we're in the blazing sun doing a skin cancer walk. That's like fucking doing a lung cancer awareness walk in a coal mine. Yeah. And my grandfather was a coal miner who died of emphysema. Like, you don't want to do that. Anyway, what was I talking about? Priuses? Oh, yeah, war's not the answer. But see, I obsess about things, you know? And I'm like, is there an answer to war? Can we really get along as a species? And I believe we can, and I think I figured it out. We're simpler than we want to realize. I've done a lot of staring at dogs. I love animals. Fuck, I gotta talk about ducks. Maybe another time. That's like a rabbit hole. Anyway, this is the deal. The way to end war, I figured it out. Full bellies and empty balls. Hear me out. I've worked at restaurants, I've worked at bars, I've worked all over the place. I'll tell you something. You'll never see a fight, ever, at an all-you-can-eat buffet. It's impossible. When people have full bellies and there's a ton of food, there's too much on the line for conflict. They're eating and everyone's happy, right? Another place you'll never see aggression ever is right after a guy drains his balls. I know, it's okay. Women do sometimes react to that like, hey, well, ew. And I'm like, listen, we got to turn that ew around and make it a we. Because this is an international issue. Jizz is fucking evil. And when it fills up in your balls, it makes you do crazy shit. Because women will never understand it. You know, they're like, ew. It's like, dude, there's 100 million sperm pressed against our balls all the time, trying to get out. And they know they're dying. They like, it's Bangladesh and the water's rising. You know, they're like, where do we go? You know, and they're killing each other. It's like the Holocaust in there, you know? Women have 1 egg a month, not 100 million, one. Sits there for 4 days, gets a big old house out in Shady Side or wherever the fuck. No neighbors. It's like, ew, this is the fucking projects. Get us the fuck out! That's why when your girl's about to get her, I gotta tell this real quick. I got a lot of theories. But women are more valuable biologically. I like numbers because numbers can't lie to you, you know? You know what a woman would get if she sold all the eggs she's born with? $2 billion. That's in their ovaries at birth, $2 billion. It's retail, so, and you haven't paid taxes on it yet. So. But you know what a guy gets to sell everything in his balls? $75. It's basic economics. We flooded the market with jizz. It's a devalued currency. We're like the Fed. We're just printing jizz. We're like, who wants jizz? Everyone's like, we got plenty of jizz. We don't need any more jizz. It's like, I'm on sale. I'm like, you're on sale every day. That's now just the value of your jizz. That's why when your girl's about to get her period, she gets irritable because she's about to lose $6,000. And her body knows she's about to lose $6,000. So hear me out. Full bellies, empty balls. Hear me out. Right after a guy has an orgasm, he can't be angry. You know, like he's having sex. He's like, oh God. And someone could run in from outside and just go, hey man, your car is being stolen right now. And the guy'd be like, it's okay. That man needs it more than I need it. That's just a thing. That's just a possession. Any man willing to steal from another man is in need. Let him have my car. I like to walk anyway. And you feel the universe pulse through you. You're like, we're all connected. There's nothing separating humans. What is a possession? And then as the jizz rebuilds, you start getting pissed off. You're like, did you get a look at that guy? Who was that guy? And you start getting angry. You fantasize about killing the guy who stole your car, right? That's why you gotta drain the balls. And women have to eat more. Because women have a weird relationship with their bodies. You know, I used to think men caused it, but we don't cause it. Women cause it for themselves. Like they'll look at a billboard with some like exotic runway model, and your girl's like, that's who you want. And I'm like, the little boy with the bug eyes? You know, because models are beautiful, but they look like emaciated. Like they're just like, Versace, you know? Because when a chick gets too skinny, she can't even ovulate. That's not attractive to heterosexual men. We need a jiggly ass that lets us know we'll make it through a winter, you know? I swear to God, you gotta have a jiggle, and you're like, oh yeah, we can make it through February. But women don't listen to men. They're like, no, that's what you want, and then they don't eat. You know, my girl's like, I'm not gonna eat the muffin. I'm like, eat the fucking muffin. And she's like, no, there's carbs. I'm like, yeah, carbs, energy. You need energy. You gotta have energy. You're gonna need energy if you're gonna ride a dick. Every night, millions of dicks go unridden right here in America. Hi, I'm Sarah McLachlan. Will you be an angel to one of these helpless animals? So what happens when women don't eat? Their metabolism adapts. I don't know if any of you guys know about diet, but when you starve yourself, your metabolism drops so that, because your body thinks it's starving, so you eat one cracker, now you don't feel attractive, you don't want to get naked. Your guy's balls are filling with jizz, and that's a domino effect to international war. Full bellies and empty balls, and I'm announcing tonight that in 4 years I will run for the presidency of the United fucking States of America. Let's come home from Afghanistan, baby. But so that's why every time I see one of these little hipsters with a "War is not the answer" bumper sticker, I make him pull over and then I force him to suck my dick. I'm not even gay, it's a principle thing. All right, here we go. I'm like, how committed to peace are you little fuckers? Cheers to you, man. Awesome, Dan. Dan the man, you want to do me a favor? I'm a giant. Any other giants here? How tall are you? I was 6'5", and then I turned 16. I'm just kidding. That's a way better height than mine. I'm 6'7", which is too big. 6'5" is great. It's like the perfect hunky height. Like chicks are like, oh, I feel so safe. You're so big. But 6'7", they're like, they treat you like you're Gargamel chasing Smurfs and shit. And little dudes hate tall guys, or they love tall guys. Like little dudes are either like my best friends. Like they're like, can you be my giant friend? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'll be your giant friend. Get on my back, and, you know. But a lot of times little dudes hate us. They're like, hey, must be nice. I'm like, bro, I don't want this height. This height sucks. Dude, Great Danes die at like fucking 4. Have you ever seen a 90-year-old guy who's 6'7"? No, we die. And another thing is, you can't go to concerts. Everywhere I stand, people are like, can you move? My girl can't see. I'm like, where do I go? They're like, somewhere else. You know, I'm like nuclear waste. You know, one size doesn't fit all. I fly coach. I pretty much have my own dick in my own mouth. People assume you're going to be good at tall stuff. Like little dudes are like, you play basketball? I'm like, no. They're like, you're wasting it. You know, and then they cry. They get so sad. These little fuckers get sad. And I'm horrible at basketball. I tried to make these little men happy. But I'd always be first pick, and then people would be disappointed in me. They're like, you suck, big man. I'm like, yeah, you should have picked the black guy. Like everyone, you got to pick the black guy. 5'10" black is 6'7" white. Same with dick size. And, but I want little people to know what I feel. So I'm going to start going up to short guys and telling them about my dream. You know, I'll be like, hey man, you're super short. Do you get shot out of a cannon? Because I've always wanted to fly through the air in a circus type situation and then hit a net. Swear to God, by the way, that is a dream of mine. Like everyone's like, play NBA. It's like, why, so I could have fucking rape charges and have someone steal my money? No. I want to fly through the fucking air. Dan's my only fan right now. Like you guys have been an awesome crowd until you guys start getting your checks, and then you got all fucking poor on me. I got you covered, bro. So that's the thing. I'm not a rich person, but I know how to spend it, so I don't care. Like people are like, this is how much it's gonna cost. I'm like, that's fine. They're like, why don't you care? I don't know. Should I care? And I guess you should. Turns out I've made a lot of bad decisions. Hey man, will you do me a favor? Will you just pick this up for me while I raise it? Because I can't play it. That's how I wasn't even gonna do the tall joke. I just have to like establish why it looks like I'm Charlie Brown. You got OCD, Dan? You really do have OCD? Like when you take mushrooms, is it like, it has to be a perfect circular mushroom? Really? That's fucking hilarious. Dan, you're such an interesting person. I'm serious. Like, what do you do for a living? Are you like, what do you do? A lobbyist? You just hang out in lobbies? What do you lobby for? Oil and gas, nice. That's cool. What kind of gas? Oh, nice. Natural. Is there artificial gas? Like, isn't that redundant? Like natural gas. Like, is someone else like, dude, I lobby for artificial gas? Big what? Baked beans? No, but I feel like farts are more natural than the shit you pull out of the ground. I'm all about it, man. That's all good. Can I explain to you how much of a legend Dan is? Dan is a guy who's currently wearing a polo shirt with an orange undershirt, sleeves, right? He's a lobbyist for oil, and he loves mushrooms and Dave & Buster's. He has OCD, but he's still the only guy willing to party with me. Like, you may be my favorite person I've ever met in the world. Yeah, you're fucking in the zone. What are you drinking right now? Margarita. Is it because it's an even number of letters? Okay. I have a little bit of OCD. You want to see my OCD shit? It's all piano. How about this? This is a song about Pittsburgh traffic. Hang on. My blinker's on. Please let me merge. My lane ends in 500 feet. I will be fine. He doesn't budge, but that's okay. I still have time. 300 feet. Just let me fit. 100 feet, you piece of shit. Now I am mad. I start to go. I hope you know I'm loco. I will not stop. By the way, is this crooked? Dude, I just said outside. I've never seen a human as happy as a dog when I say outside. I go, that's crooked. He's like, ah! Told him a lot of things. You're like on a list. You're like, hey, improv, you haven't tapped 7 times before giving me the margarita. Like, you probably have a whole litany. All right, here we go. I'll do another shot, yeah. Now that I know you're a fucking lobbyist, you gotta buy me all my shit all night. I buy you a fucking shot, son of a bitch. This song's called Canon in D. It's very pretty. It's still crooked? By the way, Dan's freaking out right now because it's still crooked. I got you, bud. I got you. Hang on. That's why I used a bottle and not a plate, because you have an unlimited amount of options. It goes like this. Another shot? Great. Dan, I'm gonna ask you a big favor though. You gotta let the big bear focus. I love you to death. You're my favorite person. You're my spirit animal. But I gotta get through a joke. And I feel like me and you could just like talk. All right, cheers to you, man. But you're still ordering me another shot with that lobby money. Where are you from? Pitt, nice. How do you get into lobbying? Are you just good at hanging? Like, what are you like, who wants a steak? Now vote for this shit, right? Like, how do you do that? Really? Could I be a lobbyist for something? Get me in, boys. Yeah, I want to lobby for like fun shit. Like, see, I'm not a big mushroom guy. The last time I did mushrooms, I kept. No, but I trip well. I'm like, I thought I could paint with a tulip. But it's a big commitment. We'll talk after. I'm more of a booze, little bit of Adderall guy. That's my shit. I don't even like blow. I don't like any of that shit. I just like a little Adderall, a lot of booze, a lot of water. I'm big at hydration. It's the simple things, Dan. I don't get hungover, Dan. I'm a man. I'm just kidding. Dan's obviously a man. I nicknamed him Dan the Man. So anyway, this song, women love this song because they're always like, that's my song for my special day. You know? And it's because of weddings, right? And I love weddings. I used to be a wedding piano player. Weddings are a beautiful occasion. But advertisers know that about women, and that's how they sell women shit, is that song. That song has cost men about $1 trillion. Watch any commercial aimed at women, that song is playing underneath it, subliminally. It's like, this Christmas, give her what she has wanted all year. And women are like, what have I wanted? Show her she is the core of your world. Show her that you love her as much today as the first time you saw her. Show her with this double-hearted pendant thing. 2 hearts welded together by Jane Seymour, who isn't a jeweler. And that bitch has been divorced 5 times. But your girl's worth it. Isn't she worth it? This Christmas, get her a Lexus and put a big red bow on it so your neighbors fucking hate you. You know Lexus, it's the same exact car as a Toyota Camry. It's made by the same people in the same fucking factory. But since it has a rear view camera on it that you don't need because you know how fucking mirrors work, it's $20,000 more. But since we're playing this song and now the love of your life is associating her self-worth with this inanimate object, you have to buy it. Happy holidays. Go fuck your fucking self. Thank you. Here's a quick one. I'm only racist when I drive. Usually that goes bigger. Is there because there's not enough Asians or too many? Asians, make some noise if you're Asian. There's like no Asians here. What the fuck is this? There's like 3 billion of the fuckers. No, there's Asians here. Steve Byrne, man. I was on a Korean sitcom set in fucking Pittsburgh. You guys have some Koreans. Did they leave? Holy shit, that was cool. That's cool, man. They're only bad drivers because they're too smart. You know, they could be good drivers, but they're like, at 65 miles an hour, we'll get in this many accidents, so we're gonna go fucking 8 miles an hour and put on welding glasses. Women are awesome. Women get a bad rap for being kind of crazy and paranoid, you know? But this is the deal with women. If they weren't like that, we'd be extinct. And I'll explain. I like reading history, big fan. Back in the day, life sucked. You know, we're living in caves. It's like -50 feels like -100. And like, your chick has a baby, and she's looking at you like, baby, will you get us food? I can't hunt now because I have this little milk zombie on my tit. No. You're like, yeah. Because men love orders, direct language. Tell us what you want, we'll do it. We're like, yeah, baby, will that make you happy? You want food? And she's like, yes. And it's the dead of winter, and he's still like, fuck it, yes. He sees a woolly mammoth. He's like, he's just chasing it. He's like, I'm gonna get this thing for my girl, my little baby. I'm gonna kill this fucking giant woolly mammoth. I should have brought shoes. Man, this woolly mammoth's pretty fast. I didn't bring any weapons. But I'm gonna kill it with my eyes. Man, I'm pretty dehydrated. And I don't recognize that mountain at all. He died, he's dead. He dies alone. There's no Siri, high stakes. There's like 50,000 people in the whole world. He's dead, right? So she doesn't get her food, dead, baby, dead. They're all dead. All right, yeah, I know. Sad, the invisible people I'm making up. Here's scenario number 2. Will you get us food? The guy's like, yeah, baby. Everybody says not to eat these berries, but they're right next to our cave. The proximity is very attractive. Poison berries, dead, dead, dead. They're all dead. Here's scenario number 3. Will you get us food? The guy's like, yeah, after I have sex with our neighbor. She also has a 0.7 hip to waist ratio, so she gives me boners. Is that, everyone's dead. Everyone's fucking dead. We stay on that path. We're the dodo bird. We're extinct, right? Fortunately, there was one woman in history that had a change of heart. And she was like, will you get us food? And the guy's like, and she's like, take a map. And I was like, what? She's like, don't eat those berries. Who the fuck is that bitch, right? And the guy's like, why are you being crazy, Tina? I haven't even left the cave yet. And she's like, because I don't trust you because you're a piece of shit. And I know you're not going to come back. And I don't trust you because you're not going to kill that woolly mammoth. You're a pussy. Just get the food where I can see you and bring it home. Get that shit over there. There's avocados right there. Get the avocados and bring it home. The guy's like, I don't get why. Get the fuck. She lived. Her baby lived. Her baby had babies. That baby had babies. And now they all have that. I call it soap opera music eyes. This music will play in a woman's head randomly for no reason. Nothing causes it. It's her great-great-great-great-grandmother whispering in her ear, in her soul, just goes, something is wrong. This music's in her head. This is what's in a man's head from birth until death. And nothing causes it. See, men think in straight lines. Problem, solution, blowjob. It's linear. Women are non-linear, and it doesn't mean they're wrong. It's just different. Like you could be on vacation. Your girl's like, "Oh my God, baby, I love Hawaii. I can't believe you brought me here. I love you so much. This is so amazing. Why does that wave look like that? Is that a tsunami? Is that a tsunami? Baby, Google it. Is that a tsunami?" The guy's like, "Why is there a fucking T in tsunami? Like, are you supposed to say tsunami? No, the wave's already done. Obviously, it's not a tsunami." And that caused a rift. That's why men and women fight. It's just communication styles. Here's a fight between a man and a woman with their appropriate soundtracks. "Hey, baby, how was your day?" "How was my day?" Well, the fact you just asked me that means you didn't check my Facebook account. Because I uploaded a pretty powerful meme by Maya Angelou. And I thought that you would at least like it or comment, but I guess you don't give a shit anymore. I guess you don't even give a shit anymore. "I'm sorry, baby, I don't have Wi-Fi. I'm out of data. I want to fuck you so bad. I want to be inside of you. I want to fuck you so bad." I just said I had a bad day, and that's how you're going to respond? You're gonna fuck my problems away with your little penis? What are you, 9 years old? Why don't you say what happened? Why'd you have a bad day? Why'd you quote Maya Angelou? I love you. Yeah, I don't want to fuck you. I swear to God. I just want to talk. I want to be friends. I don't want to fuck you at all, baby. I swear, look at me. I never wanted to fuck you. You don't want to fuck me anymore? What's wrong with me? You think I'm fat? You think I'm fucking... Why are we just friendly? We just sit here on the couch and ain't fucking... No, I'll fuck you right now. Look at me, I'm already getting hard. I'll fuck you right now. I just said that. I just said that because what I said before made you mad. And I readjusted. It's called pivoting. I don't want to fuck, I swear. So you lied. You lied to me to avoid conflict. What else have you lied about? Now I don't trust a word out of your fucking mouth. What else have you fucking lied about? Just tell me what to say and I'll say it. Thank you. Thank you. Should we get those shots? I can do it. I can do it. I can make it happen. You paid your tab already? Classic lobby talk. Can I grab 2 shots of vodka? Because this lobbyist has already paid his tab. I'm just kidding. I love it. I'm a big fan. 2 shots of vodka for me and the guy dressed like a child. Growing up, I didn't want being a comedian. People are always like, "Oh, you're living your dream. You're living your dream, Owen." I'm like, "Yeah, I am, but it's my third dream." Being a comedian was my third dream, and I get it that that's impressive. It's but it's a bronze medal. It's not my first dream. Being a comedian was my first dream. My first dream was to be a super serious ballad singer. I wanted to be one of these guys, like. You see how people reacted? People react to me with laughter. No, I get it. I'm good at it. I'm good at comedy. Because I would play... Oh, no way. For the walking glow stick. For the time traveler who's trying to dress how people dress these years. So how do humans dress in this time period? So I'd write music that I thought would make people really passionate, like how you guys just responded to Richard Marx. And people always laughed. And it wasn't at me, I'm not complaining. They're like, "You're super funny." I'm like, what was the joke? Because when you're honest, people laugh. Here's a song I wrote. This is called Every Relationship from a Man's Point of View. Why are you mad? What did I do? Why won't you talk to me? We just woke up. I can't think of anything I could have done. Did you have another bad dream about me? You had a dream I cheated on you, and now you're mad in real life. Well, guess what? I had a dream I was getting raped by a duck. I'm not mad at ducks, 'cause I know it was just a dream. If you stay mad, that means you're crazy. Thank you. And everybody in here has been in that situation. That's a fact. But this song, wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. That's a lie. If you're partying with Richard Marx, ladies, and you go to the bathroom, he'll fuck all your friends. That dude's a legend. Yeah, deal with that reality. Anyway, what am I talking about? I've never said that before. That was intensely harsh. Like, okay, no, vodka makes me happy. That's why I'm like getting super smiley and fucking red-faced. I'm like, hey. Like, romance to me is kind of funny, because life is already romantic. Like, life is a romantic place. But like, the movies and songs we think are romantic are insane. Like Titanic. There's a song called Titanic that I wrote. Women thought it was romantic when Jack and Rose sank on the Titanic. Even though there was clearly plenty of room on the floating thing for DiCaprio. But he wanted to bail, so he let go. She said, "Hold on, Jack." He said, "Nah, I'm good." Like, he could have climbed on the thing. Like, he's like, "It's so cold in here, Rose." And she's like, "Get up here." He's like, "No, you crazy bitch. You were engaged. Like, you stole his diamond." Like, she went on a cruise ship with her fiance, fucked a stranger from steerage. Tried to kill herself and then stole the guy's diamond who also killed himself. Like, that's romantic? Listen, I'm not a curmudgeon. Like, the scene in The Notebook was romantic when he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna fucking fight. And that's what life is." I was like, literally crying, I'm bawling, But it was my own shit going on. I was sad because I wasn't rich enough. I'm just joking. I just tried to say the most bad person thing I could think of. I was sad because I can't think of anything. I'm in too good of a mood to think. What's that? Merging. Yeah, I was sad because someone didn't let me in on the highway and I didn't kill his family. But I still like, the reason I'm really jealous of black musicians is they're the only people that don't have to lie. Like white people have to lie in all the songs. Like, every night in my dreams, I see you. It's fucking lies. Black dudes are like, I'll make love to you like you want me to, and I'll hold you tight all through the night. The night. One night. That's a one-night commitment. And it worked. Boys to Men literally was like, dude, you get one night with me. And they're like, thank you for your honesty. And wearing a white tuxedo on an airplane fucking tarmac. Like right now there's a dude out called The Weeknd that I'm obsessed with because he has this song. These are the lyrics to a love song right now. Only black dudes can pull this off. He's like, I only call you when it's 5:30, the only time I'd ever want you by my side. I only love you when you touch me, but not feel me. When I'm fucked up, that's the real me. When I'm fucked up, that's the real me, yeah. I only call you when it's 5:30. And women are still like, White people are like, your body is a wonderland. But I still like Coldplay. I don't care. I fucking love Coldplay. I like some of this shit, this corny shit. Like Coldplay's good. I'll suck your dick right now. I don't fucking care. Because every time you say like Coldplay, people look at you like you're wicked gay. They're like, I'm like, no, it's good music. Like the song Yellow, it's still gibberish. It's still the same gibberish I'm discussing. But it's like, look at the stars, look how they shine for you. And women and gay guys are like, me? Everything you do. And it was called Yellow. Like he's just picking words. That doesn't mean anything. But that's cool though. It got me fired up. But the reason I like Coldplay more than all the other bands is because he admitted it. I love honesty. I love transparency, unlike Washington, D.C. Listen, I know you're one of the good ones because you're dressed like a crayon. You're dressed like a cone on the highway to let people know not. Dude, Dan is the man. Like, I'll give you some examples of bands not admitting their shit doesn't make any sense, of songs with the word yellow in the title that I love. I don't make fun of anything that I don't respect because I feel like a dick. Yellow Ledbetter by Pearl Jam is one of my favorite songs of all time. Eddie Vedder doesn't speak fucking English. This is my impression of Eddie Vedder singing Yellow Ledbetter. Ready? On a sailor, on a Porsche, her, wanna let her. Once I saw her, all I wanted, all I waited. And I called and I said, and I want what I said, and I called out. Yeah, oh, how about a hee-haw, hee-haw, round the world. Dan is a fucking dickhead. Yes, sir. Fuck Dan. Fucking not fucking Dan. Yeah. Oh, can you see him? Yes, he's wearing a neon shirt. Yeah. I love our little battle of wits. No, yeah, good times. Another Yellow song by my favorite band that's ever been around, the Beatles. Yellow Submarine. Check out this musical masterpiece. We all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. Fucking we all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a fucking yellow submarine. Fucking we all live in a yellow submarine. The There's no fucking anything. But the reason I love Chris Martin is because he said it out loud. That's how you beat the devil, right? You say it. He was on Howard Stern. Stern's like, what's yellow about? He goes, yellow? I was trying to make my mates giggle. We're in Wales. I was like, look at the stars of yellow. I was trying to sound like Neil Young, like an American, like yellow. This is a fucking real interview. I'm this quote unquote. He's like, but there's no meaning to yellow. It was a feeling I had once in Wales. And I'm like, this guy's a fucking legend, right? And so Stern is like Stern. You know Stern, he's aggressive. He almost starts feeling bad for the guy. He's like, no, but you're saying things that are real. He goes, no, I'm not. He goes, you're like, look at the stars are yellow. Stars are yellow. He goes, stars aren't even yellow. They're like white, or blue, or big and red when they're about to die. They're only yellow in a Christmas card. But not in reality. And I'm like, I love this, I'm obsessed with this guy now. Because he wasn't humble bragging, like Stern was still like, so you don't try when you write your songs? Because I thought that a little bit, where I'm like, all right, guy, you don't try. He goes, I try very, very hard, but not with yellow. I'm like, I'll follow this guy to the end of time, you know? And he's like a British Eeyore. Remember Eeyore? It's like, I got a tail that's attached by a nail. Have you seen my tail, Piggy? So I started listening to more Coldplay, and I noticed something fascinating. And if you know the lyrics, please sing with me, white girls. How's that? You're a sky, you're a sky, you're a sky full of stars. I want to give you my heart. Go back 10 years to another album by the same band. Come up to meet you, tell you I'm sorry. It's the same goddamn song. Little faster, faster. Tears stream down your face and we'll fix you in a sky, in a sky. It's one motherfucking song. It's all one song, and normally I would be making fun of that, but not after seeing the honesty. I give him the benefit of the doubt that his band was like, hey Chris, we got to write another song. And he's like, but people like that song. And maybe he knows something I don't know, that maybe that is the song that gets you to the charts. Maybe that's my biggest mistake. So I'm not going to close tonight as a comedian. I've already done that pretty goddamn well, given the fact that I was facing off with a fucking psychedelic dinosaur the whole night. Fucking dragon came out of Narnia. I'm into it. I'm into it. No, I'm a fan. You know I'm a fan. I'm going to close as a real boy. Not a comedian, not a clown. I'm going to say the title of a song that I know for a fact you don't know. I've never made the charts. I've never made the top million. Billboard top million. I'm not on TBS anymore. My show was canceled a year and a half ago. It's all right. I got more shit going on. You know, I'm on Instagram. All right, here we go. DVR. All right. I'm going to say the title of a song that I know you don't know, and I want you to react like it's your favorite song. Like, think of your favorite song in the world. Yours is Anna-Gata-Navita, obviously. I can read people. I know. I can see into your mind. I didn't see that part. Dan's a sick fucker. Yeah. There's definitely cyanide on his fist. He's murdering me. But when I say the title of a song, react like it's your favorite song, and then we'll go from there. I want to be treated real, like a real musician. You know? I was playing this shit when I was a little fucking fat kid in Oswego, New York. didn't have a fucking TV, so I listened to records all day, and my mom made our clothes and shit. And but then I started writing my own music, and people laughed. So no more of that shit. No, it's super serious now. Everyone's gonna be horny and sad. All right, when I say the title of a song, I want you guys to lose your fucking minds. This next song, I promised myself I was never gonna play it again. But you may remember this one from back in the day. It felt like a lifetime ago. Not yet. Not yet. It's called OTPHJ. Let's do it again. Listen, I'm starting to realize I'm a little drunk. Maybe I didn't explain it properly. When I say the title of the song, you uncross your fucking arms and you clap. All right, here we go. This next song, I know he's the man. This next song, I promised myself I never played again. Until I saw a human crayon. And then there's a shaman once. In one of my mansions, I had a shaman. And he said, when you see the color of psychosis, you will play this song again. And I saw that tonight. I saw a hazard cone in the front row. The colors a man would wear if he was working for a construction company, waving people to the side of a highway. Exactly. He works for Delta on the tarmac. So I'm gonna play it again tonight. And I know you know it. God damn it, I know you people know this song. It's called OTPHJ. You're in a Walgreens, and the girl is looking sweet. So you take her to the back of the greens, to the blood pressure seat. You take her hand and you rub it soft and you look into her eyes. Before you know it, her hand is moving up your thigh. She's giving you an over-the-pants hand job in a Walgreens, over-the-pants hand job in a Walgreens, over-the-pants hand job in a Walgreens, OTPHJ. That was awesome, but now that you know the words, I want to sing along. And then that'll be it, because I got another show, or else I would just do this for another hour. And I'll be out there after. My brother's a lumberjack, and so I cut down trees with him when I'm not doing stand-up. It's a true story. So I make handcrafted beer coasters for $5. And I burned me and my brother's podcast down. I call Case Closed Beers Open. So check those out. I also have Full Bellies Empty Balls t-shirts for $20. If you don't have money, just take it. I don't give a fuck. But all proceeds go to my bar tab. It goes right back in the local community. I also have funny bibs. You can pay, if you're pregnant, grab them. But there's some funny bibs. I made some funny bibs. But if you're not pregnant, they're like $1,000. Just give me whatever. Just be like, here, do that. I'm like, yeah, totally. I'll fucking pay off his debts. So now that we're gonna close, I'm gonna go over the pants hand job. You guys go in a Walgreens and you're fucking crying. And I swear to God, I'm wicked emotional. Yeah, you're already crying, but that's because of your demons. But if you know about Journey, where it's like, if you've ever seen Journey, where it's like, you know this shit where he goes, just a small town girl. I want that too. So my first line will be getting a second applause break. And then I gotta get out of here. They keep flashing the light like I'm fucking breaking union problems. No, it's all right. There's another crowd probably waiting and it feels like -10 degrees. So when I go, you're in a Walgreens, and my website is hugepianist.com. And, get in that social media shit, because that's the future, because these fucking guys, the government. We'll talk after. I'm in. I'm down. I just have to attack you, though, for no reason. Because you literally said, everything I said, you would comment on, like fucking a John Madden on acid. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Let's close. So when I say the title, freak out, first line, freak out. And thank you so much for coming out. You guys are the fucking best. All right. And then I go over the pants, hand job in a Walgreens. Ah. This next song, I promised myself, and I promised someone very special to me, I would never play it again. I still see you, Mother Teresa. No, Mother Teresa fucks. It doesn't take away from her miracles. You may remember this one from back in the day. I actually wrote it in Calcutta. I don't know what I'm saying. It's called OTPHJ. Fuck you, CVS. You're in a Walgreens and your girl is looking sweet. So you take her to the back of the store, to the blood pressure seat. You take her hand and you rub it soft and you look into those eyes. Before you know it, her hand is moving up your thigh. She's giving you an over the pants hand job. Over the pants hand job. Over the pants hand job. OTPHJ. You were discreet. The clerk didn't know what you were up to. But baby, it's time to go. 'Cause they gotta clean up in aisle 2. 'Cause you got an over the pants hand job. 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 And it was all yellow. I love you, Pittsburgh. I'm Owen Benjamin. Good night. Give it up for Dan the Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Owen Benjamin, make some noise! Round of applause, everybody you've seen here tonight. My name's Ray Zawadney, Mr. Sean Collier, and please, one more time, your headliner, Mr. Owen Benjamin, make some noise! All right, everybody, please give a big round of applause for yourself coming out and spending this cold Friday night out here with us, listening to some comedy. Clap it up for yourselves. Owen's hanging out, selling some stuff, man. Go out and check him out, and please drive safe. Thank you so much. Come on back.